All right, everybody, can you hear me okay? All right, so I'm going to go down the list here. All right. Dove hunting. Yeah, I was supposed to go last week, and I had a couple places to go, and the guys that owned the property backed out on me. I had a cow pasture that I was allowed to used to hunt, and I called the farmer just to verify that I could go, and he said he'd rather not me hunting back there. So I don't know if I want to shoot birds and then fall into a soybean field and I have to walk out there and find them. I have not tried mounting a squirrel head yet. I've seen your video though. That is pretty cool. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't been able to hunt a lot lately. As much as I've been wanting to. This year I was trying to make it where I can hunt as much as possible, but I actually got sick with acute sinusitis, where I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I have asthma too, real bad. And the seasons when they change, I get congested really bad in my sinuses, and then it starts to go down in my throat and basically gets me a sore throat, and I can't breathe. And so I went to the doctor, and I was out of commission for about a week and a half, got medicine, took that, and I started feeling better last week. But now I got this cough I can't get rid of, and come to find out it's bronchitis, so it's viral, and you can't get rid of it taking any type of medicine except like anti-inflammatory medicine like ibuprofen. So I've been taking ibuprofen every 4 hours. And then to top it all off, I planned on going out even though I was still kind of feeling ill. My truck, it's kind of new. It's a 2012 and it's under warranty. The second gear went out, so it was driving. I was shifting, or not even shifting. It's automatic. When it was driving down the road, it would skip gears, and so it was just messing up. I had to take it to the dealership, so I had a rental vehicle for the past couple of days. I didn't want to get wild game blood everywhere, and make sure. I just wanted to be 100% sure that I wasn't gonna, mess the rental car up, because I got to pay for that. The damages anyway. They paid for the rental car under my warranty. Other than that, I had to take the rental back today, and then got a vehicle from the dealership as a loaner until my truck gets done. So it's been in there since Tuesday, and it's probably not going to be done until next week sometime, and they don't even know. So they had to take my transmission out of my truck and basically rebuild it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably try that. I'll probably try that squirrel head though when I get a chance. Whenever I kill another one. Uh, Thanks, I appreciate it. I think I have a cool channel too. At least I hope so. Tried the Crossman Hollow Points 177. Yeah, they're an awesome pellet. Especially, see, I wish they could do the select box for those. You basically just get those run off the mill. They really don't do the actual match grade like they do the 1250 packs you buy of the domed. So if your gun shoots the hollow points really well, I would try the domed. I would try the. I don't know if you can get 177 and a 510. You might have to actually buy the 1250, but those are premium grade pellets and they're awesome. So if your gun shoots those hollow points, try the domed. You won't be sorry. Sighting in your 22. Yeah, I've been shooting my 22 a lot. I don't know if you guys could tell that. What's up, Jeep things? Let's see here. Oh, that's cool. Got the snakes mounted with the fangs coming out. That's pretty awesome. Kindle, I haven't tried any better pellets because I've been watching a lot of videos of guys shooting the JSBs, and I've just stuck with the 15.89s. I was gonna try the 18.13s, but I don't know. I either shoot the JSB 15.89s or the Barracuda Match H&N 21.14 grain, and the 21.14 grain pellets are putting out 27 foot-pounds, and the JSBs are putting out like 25 and a half, 26 maybe. What's going on, Airguns Extreme? Did you get my picture? That's awesome. I've never been out hunting out in the Midwest. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. How can I make my shooting videos better? I'm gonna look at your channel and see if I can. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. It looked like I was lagging pretty bad. I don't know why my computer does that. It wants to get real hot for some reason. Okay, so now I'm hopefully better. All right, let's see here. Where was I? Oh, I was trying to watch Jeep Things' videos. I'll have to watch your videos on another time because my computer won't let me like watch videos and do a live stream. Air Guns Extreme, the 25 caliber is going out Friday. That's what it looks like. Okay. Rob Ellenberger, my favorite air rifle. Tell you the truth, I really don't have a favorite. I mean, I like a lot of them, but I've only shot a few, and whatever air rifle works. I mean, that's I guess the best answer. What do I think about the Umarix Gauntlet? I'm thinking about okay. Great gun. First off, it's the same exact gun that I have, Beeman PCP, just with an upgraded stock. Has the same trigger, has a repeating receiver. It's regulated, but it's a 3,000 psi fill. So with the hand pump, it's going to be a little rough trying to pull that off. But then again, you get like 60 to 80 shots per fill. My Beeman Silver Kodiak really likes the Game-O Red Fire. Yeah, I haven't shot many of those in my Beeman, but for what I could tell, they're pretty good for what they are. I mean, each gun is different, but I think the best way to test that out per gun is shoot the pellets not just a few times, shoot them about 20 to 25 times with a clean bore. That way you actually get the barrel seasoned to that pellet, and then you could really determine whether or not how accurate the pellet is. And when you clean the barrel, in my manual for my PCP gun, it states not to ever use a brush. So when you do that, you just want to swab it out with oil and a dry patch till it's all gone. Did you get that video on, or get that shot on video there, Hunt, shooting air guns with your corral? I've been watching Troy's videos on tuning, but Um, I actually got my gun sent back to Beeman, and they paid for it, and they just got it today. So they emailed me and said they're starting to look at it finally. I made a hat pin out of one. That's pretty cool. A hat pin out of a squirrel for a squirrel mount. Yeah, any girls in a bikini probably would make your video look better. How'd you like those 21.14 grain pellets? Then they pack a punch. I mean, it's unbelievable how heavy, much more heavier they are. They're 25% more heavier than a 15.89 grain JSB. Oh, see, dome. They make a 7.9 grain dome also, not only the 10.5. The 10.5 grain domes come in a 510, but the 7.9 I think only comes in a 1250 pack. What do I prefer, the 177 or the 22? Well, it all depends on the gun. I don't have a 177 PCP, so I can't really compare the two caliber to caliber since I only have a 22 caliber PCP gun. But I could tell you, I feel safe taking small game out to like 30, 35 yards with my break barrel, and it's putting out only 12.5 foot-pounds at the muzzle. Yep, Game-O 22s are pretty good too, depending on the model. But I mean, all Game-O guns are pretty good. I took a few looks at the Diana Storm Rider, and I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It's not regulated, and it's a 2,900 psi fill. I mean, if you're going to spend the money, you might as well spend an extra 100 and get the gauntlet for what that one is. I mean, yeah, it is a magazine-fed gun, but I mean, I don't know. To me, 2,900 psi for a non-regulated gun, and you only get, I think it said 30 shots, which is no more than the Beeman QB Chief. I don't know. I mean, everybody's been asking me too if Beeman's coming out with a magazine-fed QB Chief, and I don't know, but I wish they did, because that way everybody can get one. But I like my single loader. I mean, it makes you more precise when you're shooting one pellet at a time, because that's the only shot you get. Hold on a second. Let's see here. those pellets I was knocking over spinach. Hey, you can't ask for much more than that, Jeep things. I mean, shooting a shotgun shell, that's like maybe what, 3/4 of an inch, a little more, in wideness. That's a lot of power downrange. 21.14 grain pellet at 940 feet per second. That's hauling it. It depends on the pellet too, Jimmy. 22, yes and no. If you shoot a light 22 pellet, you can go all the way down to like I think 10 grain lead-free 22 pellets, and they really shoot a straight line from what I can tell. I've never shot them, but the GTO Predator, I don't know if it's the lead out or something like that. Let's see, when am I going to make another hunting video? I'm gonna try to get out as much as or when I can. I still got a rental car, so I really don't want to get that all messed up with, wild animal smell and blood. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, those Game-O red fires will definitely pop a rabbit. It doesn't take much. A lot of people think it takes a lot to kill small game. In reality, it only takes about 4.5 foot-pounds to actually pierce the skin, and that's really all you need as long as the pellet does its job. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Tim. Archer air guns will probably start making parts for the QB Chief because, I mean, the QB Chief is basically, just a game changer in the market, going from CO2 to HPA. That's awesome. He gave you that good of a tune. We'll see what Beeman does. Hopefully they do a good job. I actually shoot with the mil-dot scope. Um, that's how I did the Airgun Depot challenge at 150 yards. You talking about? I mean, it only took me 11 shots to hit the golf ball, but I zeroed the scope in at 100 yards. Hold on a second. All right. What was your 22 again, Jimmy? What brake barrel PCP? Mm-hmm. The best scope. You can get, actually, if you go to Amazon or eBay, you can look up airgun rated scopes. I know UTG and a few other ones make some decent cheap ones. I use Crossman Centerpoint myself. I like them. They're cheap and they work, and I've never had one break. Brake barrel gun. Do you know what the velocity is or what it's rated at? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but the arc is gonna matter. Yeah, the only problem with that CV life scope though is it's probably not rated for spring or air gun. I mean, it'd probably work fine on like a non-recoiled gun, like a 22 PCP or anything PCP, but 22 rimfire or something bigger caliber, but not like a spring brake barrel. Oh, you're talking about 22 rimfire 975. You could sight it in depending on the ammunition. Pretty much high velocity ammo, not super velocity, but high velocity like bulk ammo. You can zero it at 25 and it'll be on at 50, or likewise you could zero it at 50 and it'll be on at 25.
No, my done 629.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go watch your movie. All right, guys, check this out. Got this in the mail today. I finally got it. Oh, okay. 975. Okay, sorry. I thought you confused me for a second. $975 feet per second. Typically on a spring brake barrel, um, they say after 20 yards is pretty long range for an air rifle. So 25, maybe 30, 0. Go get it. Yeah, 177 could definitely be used for squirrel hunting. I mean, the only thing that's the the biggest thing with the 177 compared to 22 is the wind. But I mean, out to 50 yards, I would say you could do it, especially with a PCP gun. Yeah, thanks. I didn't know if I was going to be in the drawing or not. They never sent me a confirmation email or anything. Um, they didn't say anybody how many. I mean, they said how many entries there were on the drawing last Friday for the FX Impact, but they didn't say whether or not I got involved or was involved in it. Because usually they supposedly they were supposed to send out an email saying that I was confirmed. Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
I do that too.
Hold on.
May book in Usets. Daddy, I book in Usets.
Yeah, I've tried some less expensive scopes before, and I just haven't had any good luck with them. I mean, my gun putting out as much as it does isn't much, and it's cracked a few scopes and broken before, so I didn't want to take a chance, and I just stuck with something that works. And like I said, Crossman works for me. Okay, go watch your video. All right, well, I'll see you later, Jimmy. Can you hear me okay now? Hello? There we go. I think that's better. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I've made some pretty accurate shots out to 75 yards with my Springer, but I've never really taken any game that far. Shh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, man. See you later, Dennis. Yeah, I'm gonna probably head out of here at 11:32. That way I can get him back to sleep and.
This in it, Daddy. You put this in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you seen it.
Go watch your movie. Oh, let's see here. Hold on. feature. Hello? All right. I'm back now. For some reason, I got disconnected. All right. What's going on, Georgia Basson? Let's see. Tell you the truth, depending on the scenario, if it was like a World's End, I would take the Springer over the PCP. For one, PCP you would need a external air source, and the Springer you have it all in one package. All you need is pellets, and you're good to go. Um, and you can find lubricant. I'm sure you could find lubricant anywhere, but the air is the problem. PCP you're going to need at least 2,000 psi to fill the gun up or to even shoot it. Once you get it down far enough, you're going to need more psi than what your reservoir says you have to shoot it accurately and safely. Now I do have a hand pump, so I mean it is what it is. Hand pump with a PCP like mine, it works great, but it's just something extra you'd have to carry around. Yeah. See you later, man. Yeah, I'm about to head out here too. But before I leave, I want to make sure I say this to everybody that's still watching. We've hit over 5 million channel views, so a big thanks to you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Does I guess here's another question for you. Is that 12 gauge got a screw in choke, or is it like a full bore choke where you don't have any type of you can't change a choke out? There we go. Okay, I don't know if you got to hear that, but if it's a screw-in choke, you can put an improved cylinder choke in the gun and shoot rifled slugs with it. You'll get decent accuracy at 50 yards. If I was you, I would get a rifle choke, and you can shoot 1-inch groups out at 50 yards. Alrighty, man. I'll see you later. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
This box out.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to head out of here too. I was gonna cut it out at 11:30, but my computer is messing up, and for some reason my volume keeps going in and out. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining tonight. Hopefully you liked it. I see a lot of likes on the video. So we'll see you on the next one, and look out for the next upload.